$39 if anybody likes to donate towards 200. 100 for the room, 100 for the car.
If you're able to send anything will help.
I need help.
We need $1,500 before 12 o'clock.
Now, I know these two full-grown, able-bodied people are not asking me for money again.
Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chrissy Comments, where we sit in my living room and talk about the foolishness and debauchery of our world. And today we are going to talk about TikTok beggars, better known now as BegTok, okay? A couple months ago, I did a video on the epidemic of TikTok beggars, basically highlighting people making a living on TikTok just from essentially begging, like literally just begging to people online through their lives, the whole nine, okay? Definitely give it a watch. Well, I decided to check on these people again. And to my surprise, well, not to my surprise, what are they doing still? Begging.
Let's go, y'all. Send $1, $2, any amount to the Cash App.
Can I get $15 more?
In here, if 43 people can send $1, I will have what I need to pay for this room for tomorrow.
So Cash App is on the screen, y'all. Cash App is on the screen if you guys want to send anything, 5, 10, anything, just to get the rent up, that's all.
However, I want this video to highlight something a little bit more specific in regards to BegTok, and that is the homelessness that we are seeing on social media. We now have a phenomenon of what I essentially would call homeless influencers. I guess the better term to use is an unhoused person. Okay, so there are groups of people who are sharing their homelessness or their unhoused situation. Sorry, I'm trying to be politically correct, but they're sharing their homeless situation to a wide audience. Okay, we are now seeing people living out of their cars, living in vans, living in tents. I mean, it goes on and on and on, and they're really sharing the ins and outs of their struggle. But at the same time, I can also call bullshit, okay? Because the thing is that the issue with the homeless influencers on TikTok now, I mean, they're well known now, and they're actually making a full-on living off of being homeless. They got YouTube channels, Instagram, TikToks, and all of that. So they have multiple streams of revenue at this point. And it brings up the issue, the social implication of BegTok, of showcasing or romanticizing homelessness on these social media platforms. So I think it's an actual shame that we are now becoming desensitized to people who are really homeless, who are really struggling for money, because we have a group of people, these homeless influencers, who are exploiting homelessness. Incoming begging alert. I am going to ask that everyone hit the like button on this video, okay? If the beggars can beg, I'm going to beg too. So look, it works for them, so I might as well give it a try. So if you like this video or find it mildly entertaining, please hit the like button. It goes a long way for me. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more from me. So I first want to get into this couple, the tent couple, the infamous tent couple on TikTok and YouTube, okay? So they shouldn't be homeless. They're good, all right? I know they're getting those YouTube checks, okay? So it is a couple that goes by the name of Foolishness on TikTok, and I think recently they've kind of like erased their platform or their videos, and now they go under Miss Bunny. But this couple was known for basically essentially choosing homelessness, okay? They chose to live a nomadic life, a life without responsibility. And, you know, they often tell us how we're silly for waking up and going to work every day, but in the same breath ask for our money that we work with. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check them out.
So me and my girl live in the woods. My baby over there. So many people keep saying, oh, get out the woods. My family keeps telling me you can't be out there. You need to find an apartment.
Oh, I'm frustrated, man. Like today's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because we live in a tent, babe. Like, and we strong, but today, man. Never getting a 9 to 5, ever. This 9 to 5 shit would slow down my entire process. It would make it where it's like, I have to go to work while I'm homeless, living in a tent. I gotta go use my energy to get to work.
So some of the content that they do is showing a day in the life of them living in their tent. And they'll show them cleaning their tent, reorganizing their tent, cooking in their tent, rain getting in their tent, having to clean it up, just showing the day-to-day life of being homeless in a tent. Now, I have to be honest with you, it actually is quite interesting to look at them clean their tent, organize their bins, hang up their clothes, and how they have this whole structure. So I do understand their content and how it's intriguing to people and why they do get views. But the issue is this goes into what I was saying, which is romanticizing homelessness, which is, guess what? You have money to buy this shit to put in your tent. You have money to put a rug in your tent and organizers and all that bullshit. The average homeless person may not, okay? Homelessness isn't this hunky-dory of living in a tent. And it's rumored that they're living in a tent in in her dad's backyard or somewhere on her dad's property. I don't know if that's any true, but it's just kind of like, get out of here. Homeless people who live in tents often have to change the location of their tents. They don't have the luxury of setting up a 3-compartment storage space to hang up their clothes. So I totally feel like this couple is exploiting real homelessness, and making it look aesthetic. I mean, you're doing an aesthetic video on living in a tent as a quote unquote homeless couple.
I need $300, you guys, by Wednesday.
I need $500 to save my storage unit from going on auction tomorrow.
And I have to pay before 11 o'clock. Right now it's 8:24, so that's why I came on early. Like, I woke up out of my sleep and I was like, you know what, let me come on and try to get some help for the room.
So we have another couple on TikTok who like to beg for money and make it our issue to make sure that they have gas, food, and a hotel room for the night. This couple name is Charne and Asia.
Not nobody helping complete the live goal for real. I mean, y'all are. Thank you. Come on, tap the screen. Nothing. Y'all just looking at me. I'm looking at you.
A little something still coming in because of gas, food, and stuff like that, because we haven't gotten paid yet.
Y'all need to go to work. Y'all been out of work since November, telling that sad story. Let's just go to work and keep a job instead of letting the people pay for these rooms for y'all. Don't y'all want an apartment, a house, or something instead of the supporters paying for everything?
And what kills me with this couple is same as the last one, is that I am looking at 2 full grown ass people. And that is where I draw the line. I mean, honestly, I drew the line a couple months ago when I saw these people. I'm sorry, they just didn't pull, my heartstrings didn't get pulled that much. They're just doubling down that they don't want to do shit. And I can't stand to look at grown ass people not wanting to do shit.
Yeah, we try to raise for a week,
We've done it a couple times, but we don't do it.
We don't make it. We don't make it.
There's no need to keep doing it.
Yeah, and we're just not those type of people.
We're not the type of people that keep badgering and we need this, we need this, we want to. No, if it don't happen, it don't happen. We're gonna say it once and we're not doing it again.
Because our supporters always be asking
that's just
can you guys do it for? We try, but we're just not successful.
It doesn't do it.
We're just not successful. So.
Not saying and nobody has to do that.
No,
people ask and say, "Oh, y'all should do it," but we try and it don't work. So we're not going to keep. We're not the type of people to keep asking.
We're not going to keep doing that. We're not the type of people say, "Oh, we need thousands of that." No,
and maybe that's why we're not making it.
Yeah, because
we're not like, "Oh, we need this. We need to break." We don't do that.
We don't do that.
We just ask one time, and if nobody does it, and if we don't get that, it is what it is.
And I think
that's for doing that and trying to raise and. We're not. We'd rather just sleep in the car because it'd be too stressful.
And then just already use what we make on TikTok and just go our way and do what we need to do.
We're already drained. It's too much doing that.
Yeah.
Bro.
It'd be draining.
It does. So we're just.
Ma'am, I know you did not just say it is too draining. Too draining? Too draining to beg? So now it's too draining to beg on live? You're upset that people aren't donating enough for you and your girlfriend for a room for a week? You should be lucky people donate at all. Once again, for you and your girlfriend for a week to live, that is on you. That is your responsibility. That is not on me. That is not on the people that watch your content. And once again, you don't have content. You just sit up there and ask for money. That's not content. And the fact that you said that, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you find time, you and your girlfriend find time to frolic in front of the camera and do little dances and stuff. So if you have time to do little TikTok dances, you definitely have time to be hitting LinkedIn. You definitely have time to be hitting Indeed. You definitely have time to be bringing your resume to CVS, McDonald's, all of them. Oh, you have time. The audacity of you to actually sit and do TikTok dances and then tell your followers that they don't donate enough to you so you can secure housing for a week. I just don't understand where personal responsibility and accountability, how we just have lost it completely. But what I can take away from looking at these couples that are, a part of BegTok and showing their very rocky and shaking housing situation is the social implication of homelessness, okay? That is something that I don't want to overlook. While I don't agree with these particular people, but I would not turn a blind eye to the fact that people are truly facing a homeless situation. And we are looking at an epidemic of not just TikTok begging, but of real homelessness.
Tonight, the federal government reports that there has been a double-digit jump in American homelessness compared to last year, and an even bigger jump among families.
So this is an article from The Guardian, and it's the U.S. saw a dramatic rise in homelessness at the start of 2024, housing agency says. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development reports largest increase among families with children. The U.S. saw a dramatic rise in homelessness at the start of 2024, counting 18% more unhoused people during its annual tally in January than the year before. HUD found homelessness at nearly record highs with all demographic groups, but the largest increase was documented amongst families with children. So this is a real big deal. They recorded nearly 150,000 children who are also in these families suffering from homelessness. That is really, really scary. And that pulls on my heartstrings. So forgive me if I get pissed off that I feel that there are people on social media who are using these social media platforms to literally exploit the real homelessness issue in America. They're exploiting the real homeless situation by showing how pretty they can make their tent look, by creating TikToks and YouTube channels to monetize this life of homelessness, when we know that they're getting ad revenue from all these social media platforms, where I don't understand how you can even say that you're homeless when I know you're getting money from these platforms. And one of the real issues I see with BegTok in general is that I feel like it is now desensitizing us from people going through struggle. At least I feel like it's desensitized me. I look at these people crying and begging and, saying that they're homeless, and I kind of look at it very jaded, because I feel like you now can't determine who's telling the truth and who's not, who's really facing a tough time and who's not, just because I feel like they have abused the system so much. So I don't know, y'all. Listen, homelessness is not cool, and I do have sympathy for that, and I don't want anyone in that situation. And I do think it is interesting that we are able to showcase people going through a housing crisis on social media, like that we can look at the social implications of the housing crisis that is happening in America, because it's real. It is a real thing. So like I said, I do believe that the rise of the homelessness TikTokers I don't think it's just made up out of thin air. I think it really is a reflection of what's happening in our communities and what's happening in our country. And that is a problem. I mean, the rent is too damn high. Like, it really is. Things are becoming super unaffordable. And I think we all feel it, And I definitely urge, if you want to give, because I think about it, I like to donate. I don't like humans that much, so I usually donate to like animal shelters. But you know, if donating to people is your thing, definitely donate to organizations. You know, donate your money not to these people on TikTok and social media, and don't send them no money through Zelle and Cash App. That is how you get fraud. Okay, protect yourself. We gotta protect ourselves first. But if you do want to donate and something's telling you to give, instead of giving to these individuals, because I don't feel like that is the right way. I really do think it's better to donate to organizations, you know, so maybe to domestic organizations, or to help house women and their children facing domestic issues, or food banks, things like that. Or donate your time to shelters. Like, donate your time and money to organizations that are there to help people in these vulnerable situations in these communities. That is my advice. But guys, please let me know what you think of TikTok beggars back at it again. Or like we said, they never went anywhere. It just keeps going. It keeps going and going and going. But I do think it needs to stop. So please let me know what you think. Do you think that I'm being a cold, heartless biatch again? Or are you tired of these people as well? And what do you think of the homelessness in America and the increase that we've had? You know, have you experienced housing insecurities? And so if you have, please share your experience, because I do want to hear different experiences to help shape my view on things. So guys, thank you for listening to rant and rave about the foolishness and debauchery of our world. And I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.